Okay, let's look at the homework 2, problem number 6. Alright, so we want to look at this as a Maclaurin series of some known function so that we can evaluate these summations. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so then if you look at it, negative 1 to the n, and you have something to the 2n power over 2n factorial. That looks like a Maclaurin series for cosine. So remember that the cosine of x is equal to summation n goes from 0 to infinity, and a negative 1 to the nth power. Then you have x to the 2n power over 2n factorial. Right? So you can see that the only difference is that x is replaced by pi over 2. So this is going to be equal to cosine of pi over 2. Right? But the cosine of pi over 2 is actually 0. Right? So that was pretty simple. Right? And the next one, part B. And when you look at this, a binomial coefficient, so it's also a giveaway that it's going to be a binomial series. Right? Remember that the binomial series goes like this. You have 1 plus x raised to the p power is going to be equal to summation n goes from 0 to infinity. Right, binomial coefficient p over to choose n times x to the n. Right, then you notice that you can kind of identify the values there. So in this case here, what's the p value? Right, p value shows up right here. So that's our p value. So p is negative 1/2. Right, and the x value that we see here is x just shows up right here. All right, so that's also it's negative 1/2. All right, so this is going to be a binomial series for quantity. All right, 1 plus. Right, x turns out to be negative 1/2, so put the negative 1/2. Right, maybe I'll put a bracket so that I don't get confused. So here's a bracket. So this is basically 1 plus x. Right, raise it to the p power. P is also negative 1/2. Right, so this is going to be equal to 1 minus 1/2 is 1/2. Raise it to the negative 1/2. Right, so negative power is a reciprocal, which is 2. Then 1/2 is a square root, so it's just going to be square root of 2. Right, that's the value of the summation in part B. Right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.